rise for a pledge to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. All right. Have the secretary perform roll call attendance, please.
Here.
Here. Here. Here. Here. Okay. All the board members, except for maybe one, should have received the minutes from the July 21st meeting.
I'll make a motion to accept.
Okay.
I'll second that.
All right. Motion's made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Our first item this evening is Kingdom Hall amended site plan and special use permit. Is there anyone here from Kingdom Hall this evening? Okay. All right. I guess with what we had discussed earlier in the meeting, or during the workshop meeting, sorry, we have two amendments, I guess, to make to this resolution. Seeing the applicant's not here, I guess if all the board members are okay, we'll go ahead and vote on this tonight with the two amendments that will be made by the planner.
I would just describe those additional conditions.
So the first item is to include, basically as a requirement, I guess that would have been the special use permit for the time that they're going to include. We'll include the times that were discussed during the previous meeting for when the lights will be on and off, and the dimming requirements that they had proposed to us, that will be included in the resolution, and also the sign at the road. We had discussions regarding lighting on the sign, that lighting will be downward, be a downward lighting towards the ground, so as it doesn't shine upward. Those are the two items that we need to get added to this.
That those three items would be a condition of the resolution, and also that the plans would be revised to reflect those three items as notes on the plans.
The three items, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So with that, entertain a motion to approve the resolution with the amendments.
Motion to approve with the three amendments? Motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Okay, motion made, seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, motion carries. All right. That's one down. Okay, our next item is T-Mobile antenna co-location at soccer field, the site plan and special use permit.
Good evening.
Hey, good evening.
As you may recall, my name's Don Carpenter. I'm here representing T-Mobile.
Yep.
So my understanding is you guys have everything that you need, or are there any outstanding items?
I think we do. I know that we had some discussion earlier during the workshop. I believe that we do have to amend this resolution. You did get the resolution, correct?
Yes.
Okay. There's just, there has to be an amendment in there, and that was just to add the engineer's letter. I guess there's a couple of little outstanding items that just need to be picked up in the final plan.
Okay.
Just a note about providing erosion control, appropriate erosion control for any land disturbance activities.
And I believe that there is a condition in the resolution currently drafted referencing the engineer's letter. The amendment would be to correct the date. The date of the letter referenced in the condition in the resolution has been changed to your August 15th. That's the only change.
Okay. All right. So with those two things, if you have no questions for us, then we can vote on the resolution.
No questions.
All right. So I entertain a motion to approve the
I'll make that motion.
resolution as
Second.
amended. Okay. Motion's made, seconded. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, motion carries. So you're all set.
Thank you.
All right, have a good evening. All right. The next item is a vote on a resolution for Old State Road. See the owner is here this evening. This one.
Evening, Board.
Good evening. And I believe you've received the copy of the resolution as well?
did, yep.
Okay. No questions for the board?
Nope.
Okay, so with that, entertain a motion to approve the resolution.
I'll make
as
that
drafted.
motion.
Second it.
All right, motion's made, seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, motion carried. So you're all set?
Thank you.
Take care. All right, the next item is a vote regarding the Bank of America exterior renovations.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening. You've received the resolution.
We did, yeah.
You state your name and for the record?
My name's Jack Fallon, Fallon,
Okay. And you work for?
Stonefield Engineering and Design.
All right, thank you. All right, so with that, you've gotten a copy of the resolution. There should be no questions that you have for us.
No questions.
Okay, I think the planner did have a question regarding the signature block.
Just wanted to confirm that the name that appears under the applicant's signature block on the last page is appropriate to you. It's the name that appeared on the application materials that were submitted to the building department. So that was sort of the default name, but if there's a different name that you would like to use for that signature, just let us know and we can amend it.
Okay. We can use that name. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, all right. All right, so with that, there's no amendment. Entertain a motion to approve as drafted.
I'll make that motion.
Second
Okay, motion's made, seconded, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? None, motion carries. All right, so you're all set.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is new and lot consolidation.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
You are?
I'm Marjorie Newen.
Okay. The owner of the property. Okay. We did discuss this a little bit during the workshop earlier. Just, I guess one of the questions was what just the purpose of why you're consolidating.
Well, my driveway runs right through the second lot. And I can't even put a shed on that side of my yard because it's
Right.
vacant land, so.
Yep.
Plus, I think there's a tax benefit to me if I consolidate.
Yeah.
So those are my reasons.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere.
Sounds good. Okay.
Fine.
All right. All right. I don't think there was, I don't believe we had anything really to discuss. Everything's all good. All right. So I guess this is pretty straightforward. So, I mean, we just need to authorize the planner to draft a resolution of approval.
Okay.
And we'll do that for the next meeting,
Yeah.
correct?
And then what do I do?
Well, we'll come back on, it's September 3rd. Can we do that now? We'll come back on September 3rd. You're welcome to come. You're not obligated to come. And we'll vote on that resolution. Once that approval is made, you'll follow up with the building department on the next steps.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. So,
See you September.
all right, so we just have to vote on that. That was the,
Yeah.
do we,
Oh, yes. Vote to,
just a formality, we make a motion, somebody make a motion to authorize the planner to draft a resolution. Motion's made by, seconded, okay?
Motion.
All in favor? Aye.
I would also, while you're doing these, I don't see any reason to have a public hearing.
yeah.
If you would like to waive that public hearing, you would want to vote on that
So we
as
make a
well.
motion to
I'll
waive.
make a motion to waive the public hearing.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion made, seconded, all in favor? Aye. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
all right, you're welcome. So we'll all get there. Okay, all right, so our next item is Casa Amigos Restaurant, amended site plan. This one we'll probably have a little more to talk about.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Jeff Econom, consulting engineer representing Casamigos. I submitted the site plans. I know, I heard you talk before, and the lighting engineer did talk to me today after he had your conversation. I guess you didn't get a copy of the, he said you didn't.
I didn't receive the lighting plan.
Yeah, it was submitted, so, and he had suggested potentially, if we could get a waiver from the board.
So I have not seen the lighting plan, I have not reviewed it. He indicated that I believe all of the elements of our lighting code are achieved, with the exception of the foot candle hotspot. I don't know exactly what their levels are. He indicated that they were about 5.5. I will have to verify that, but slightly above, regular instances of hotspots that are slightly above our maximum. And that, he could either revise the lighting plan or request a waiver from the board.
If they're small like that, I don't doubt.
I can tell you what they are. We have the lights at 15 foot high. They range from the highest, there's a 6.0 that's in front of the building by the handicap parking, so you'd want that sort of lit up. The rest of it varies from 5.4 to 5.8, so it's not that much over. So, yes, I would appreciate that you look at it, and I'm just putting it out there that we, if possible, because if we reduce it anymore, we're going to get some dead spots out there.
Sure. I have a question for you. I mean, those are the hot spots that you mentioned. Does the lighting plan provide sort of like an average foot candle for the site? Do you know what your average is?
Okay, I'll let the
I'll take a look at
lighting
it.
engineer and you work with that. I don't want to misspeak. He said he had everything on there. He had the lumens and everything that you asked for. That was all on the drawings, the color and everything, that was all on the plans.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'd rather you look at it and then, give us your comments.
When was that submitted? Today?
Well, this is the original.
That was submitted last week.
Yeah, this is the one, this was turned in on August the 1st. It was received by,
That was.
yeah, that's the one that you're referencing. I saw the 6. You have the 6 by the front door, by the handicap, and then there's some other,
That's all existing lighting, right?
well,
The light pole, well, I'm going to change the light poles because a lot of them are old.
Yeah.
So it's going to be new light poles using the existing light bases, 15 foot high.
Okay.
All LED, yes.
But there are new fixtures, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
And he's got
They get used,
the
right.
specs of the fixtures on the plan.
Okay.
So,
The other thing I asked him was just to verify that the lighting for the sign, the building sign and the monument sign be reflected in the overall lighting plan so that we can look at it all in one place. I don't know that it is or isn't, but
it isn't at this point. The building sign is going to remain. We're just going to take Odyssey Diner, put Casa Amigos 2. There's a sign in the back on Old Route 9. It's a wooden sign. It does not comply with your code. It's actually 32 square foot because they used a piece of plywood. I've designed, and it's in the details, a compliant sign that's 24 square feet. If anybody's driven on Route 82, there's the new LaGrange Dentist, Signs Inc. did that sign. So I'm using a similar sign. It meets all your code. and it won't, that sign will not be lit.
Okay.
It's just the ones on the building, we're gonna change the names out. And yes, the one in the front that you talked about at the entrance, we're moving it to the other side of the entrance because of the vegetation that's in the state right away. You really can't see that sign. So that's why we just want to get a little better visibility by relocating it to the other side.
Okay.
I did provide an updated landscaping plan for proposed conditions. A lot of the vegetation out there is either overgrown, in bad shape. I've talked to the client, taken it all out and putting all new landscaping in. I have the schedule, quantities, and sizes on the revised plan.
Okay. I don't know if you've initiated this yet. Barbara Roberti, the zoning administrator, isn't here this evening. Ultimately, I will defer to her, but I believe that if you're taking the existing monument sign and moving it, that a part of this application will be a sign permit for that.
I understand that, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
No
perfect.
problem. And then I'm going to go where you're talking about the parking. The parking, yes, complies with the seats in the restaurant. Really doesn't say anything about employees. So for the 5 extra spaces, I would just rather have, those few extra spaces for
Yeah.
staff.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a concern. It's
Okay,
just that- I think that what you heard was a discussion of us just trying to get a handle on the need for the waiver.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
Let's see, I will be going to the county. I've actually emailed Al Capelli, who I took this project over from. He's the one that said he had the correspondence. I'm trying to get that, but I'll deal with the county with regards to the sewer and everything in the rear.
The village.
In the county health department also, you wanted me to talk to. You had said about us going to the village.
Just to make sure you get the permission from the commissioners and the...
No, that I understand, Larry, but there was a
There was
question
about the grease trap,
Oh, yes.
the grease interceptor, that was
No, the
the,
grease trap, but also that the village has no issue.
Right.
Typically, isn't that the municipality through the seeker process that they would refer this to? Because I don't know, I'm not in front of the village plan.
I think that we already have, as far as this being reviewed by this board instead of by both boards, I think we already have the documentation from the village
That we're okay.
deferring to our review. I think what you may be referring to was that the water and the sewer service is going through the village.
No, there was a letter from Christian I
Yeah.
received today.
yeah.
But
No,
it- My
Response
years
is
of government
required.
service, the applicant never really did that, but I just wanted to verify that.
I could be remembering it wrong. I was under the impression that we had received a letter from the village, but we will want to double check and make sure that we do. We did. Sent us a letter from the village.
He
Okay.
sent the plans, right.
plans to them and they said, they refer to you guys.
Yeah, did we get a reply from the village planning board originally?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but they had no issue.
I thought we had, yeah.
They sent something to us.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that
Larry.
was in the record and not just something that Al Capelli had represented to us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one I'm looking at.
So,
Yeah,
okay.
Christian's still got that as an open item, so if that's already been addressed, that's good.
Okay. With regards to increase in imperviousness with the changes I'm doing, I actually only have 118 square feet of increase, quote unquote, in imperviousness that's with the addition and everything. So we did a good job. I've reduced a lot of the excess asphalt out there. Some of the aisles, like in the back parking lot going to the south, that was like a 29-foot wide aisle. So what I did is on state DOT side, I got the blacktop away from the state Route 9, so I got more green space in that area, brought it down to 24-foot drives.
Yep.
What I did with regards to your comment regarding it was 17.5,
In the rear, yeah.
the rear. I really don't like the one-way. It is tight, and fire services and everything else. I widened it to 20 foot. was only 2.5 foot wide. I showed it on the drawing. Doesn't really impact, but I get the 20-foot circle driveway around the back. I showed the garbage template, works no problem.
Okay.
So, yeah, you have.
I mean, I think the biggest concerns would be that the garbage truck and the fire truck are able to circumvent the site. So if we have those turning templates, I'll reconfer with the traffic department to see how they feel about it.
You know, you said you wanted a PDF, I could PDF you the drawing so you can let you guys look at it if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, send it to the secretary and
That's
she'll
awesome.
circulate it to us. That'll be, I mean, that'll be another conversation with the traffic department. Obviously 24-foot aisles are preferable. This is 20 feet. It's also, you know.
Not a major traffic.
Yeah, traffic is sort of visually cued to go the other way around the building. Our concern is that it serves as a blind curve, right? Two people coming at the same time. But we'll take another look at it with the understanding that it's 20 feet. We'll take a look at the turning templates. Another solution would just be, you know,
One way?
one way or other signage that is not necessarily one way, but identifying the issue.
I looked at the sign, trying to get signage out there. There's really no place
To hang it.
put it out there, and, you know, I'm not one for putting signage on the ground because wintertime, nighttime, people don't see it.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not a good solution. I figured it's limited traffic going through there, 20 foot, 10 foot. We have 10-foot driveways throughout. And it's not like it's high speed or anything, so garbage trucks are going to be there in the morning when the place is closed. That's when they come pick up. I talked to Royal, front end load garbage. It pulls it's almost straight in, and then they can just loop out, either go out Route 9 or go around the back of the building, so that easy access for them.
Well, I'll talk to our traffic guys. That'll be the final word on what our recommendation is
See if they're-
in respect to that.
I provided you with color schemes, the 3 colors, Mexican scheme, the green, the yellow, the orange. These are the colors, and that's sort of what they're, going to be the color, mostly yellow.
Pretty much what the exterior is going to look like? That for the exterior for the...
Yeah.
Okay. Are they, with that, are they changing the front of the building? Would be-
No, that was just some of the else. I'm getting the elevations. The front.
Oh, okay.
The front of the building's staying, it's all staying the same.
'Cause I think, yeah, because I think the current building's everything's all squared off, right? You don't have that arch in the front.
Yeah, there's an.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? All right.
There's two on the side, one in the back. Yeah, there's a couple.
Okay.
The half arches. I know last time I was visiting here, they were asked, when are they going to open? There's a question, if anyone's been in there recently or has been in there in the past. The bathrooms are very antiquated. There's two stalls in each bathroom. They would like, regardless of how we move forward with this project, they want to redo the bathrooms, put in additional stalls, make them handicap accessible. So they want to get more stalls in both the ladies' and men's room, which entail a 6-foot bump out the back. It does not affect the parking lot. There is a grass area out there, so that would just take a little portion of that grass area. I wonder if the board would say, that it's not going to change anything. It's going to be the same stow-type finish on the building. If we would be allowed to go to the building department, get that. They do have a building permit to open right now without the addition. But they don't want to open and then close again to redo the bathrooms. So if they could, if you would have no objection for me to apply to the building department for the bathroom
To bump that out.
in the back of the building.
Just the one or both?
It's
One bump out for both bathrooms?
It's both, the same bump out is for,
Cool.
well, it's both bathrooms and it's also the extension off the kitchen. Yeah, the cooler.
Just a cooler that would be flooded up to the building.
I have no-
See? Bruce, they
Yeah.
have loans on the existing.
I have no problem.
About this. So this will be the bump out to the bathroom.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to hear you in a microphone.
Yeah, just grab that microphone, Jeff, so we can hear you. Flip around the stuff there, but, all right, so you're going on the south side of the building?
On the south side,
Yeah.
it's a 6.5 foot bump out, so I'm getting more stalls, more urinals in the men's room, more stalls for the ladies and handicap stalls.
What's to the left of it?
Right here,
No, the other.
this right here?
Yeah.
It's a walk-in freezer that they've requested. Again, it's not touching the parking lot at all. And there would be a door actually right here, they just come in for the food. And that would be with the stove-type finish also, so it would just look like the building.
Jeff, I would recommend that before you go too far with that, you address the comment relative to
The location.
the locations of the existing septic tanks or grease traps, to ensure that they're not going to conflict with anything that's
we know where that
I
is?
actually stopped by on the way there tonight again, I took photographs and everything. They're out in the parking lot.
Okay.
So, no, I verified that.
Okay.
So that won't be affected at all.
Okay.
So you have in the back here, the grease trap, it comes around the building, there's a clean out, and then it goes out to Old Route. And I'll have them pump them out, and I'll get physical dimensions and put up, show the outline on the plan.
You're requesting to open, to proceed with the bump outs, but you're doing other work in terms of the upstairs and...
Not right now, we don't, I don't know how long it's gonna take us to get the approval, hopefully not long. They would like to open up soon, but it doesn't make sense to open up, get the approval, then we need the bathrooms for the addition, then have to close the whole restaurant down, because if we gotta fix the bathrooms, bring them up to code. So they have a permit to do all the interior work. You know, basically what they're getting is new furniture, new seating, redoing the bar area. So if they can do the bathrooms at this time, regardless if they do the addition this year, next year, they don't have to close down their business because the bathrooms will be completed. And then when the addition goes, it has nothing to really do with the restaurant, so they can remain open while that addition would be built.
What would be your target for opening the restaurant without the upstairs, but just this portion? You said you're doing the renovations now.
I was there a couple weeks ago, all the tile work, everything is done, furniture's on order. That could be a month and a half, 2 months. All the kitchen equipment is there. Everything is ready to go, but again, they wanted me to ask if, we could possibly do this bump out. We need it either way because the bathroom, they're spending all the money to redo the whole restaurant and leaving the bathrooms the way they are from the 1970s or whatever. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. But you'll open without necessarily the...
We could open without this addition.
Right.
And then, once we have the bathrooms and everything, we can work on this addition at any time, not affecting the operation of the restaurant itself.
Your expectation is that you get approval for the signage, for example, before you open, correct?
We get approval for the signage for that, for everything but the addition. That's going to take a little time. Get open, make money, help pay for the addition.
Yeah, it makes sense to do that. I don't see why it's a problem. I want to
Would
open
you-
with nice new bathrooms, I think.
Would you phase the work on the parking lot and the landscaping, things like that, so that you can stay open and be working on a section of the parking lot at a time or something like that? I mean,
They would actually get that done concurrently. They want to, they're anxious.
sure.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been to their other restaurant in LaGrange. They are very busy. They are swamped. And I go there, they're good friends of mine, and I talk to people, and there's a lot of people from this area on this side of town that make the trek over to LaGrange. So this way, people won't have to be traveling this far. And I'm trying to get them to phase this in. I said it's a lot of money to do. I said, why don't you get this open? Make sure you're, going to make your money and everything. rather
Make sure you're going to have the volume of business there where it justifies the expansion. Yeah.
But without the addition, how many parking spaces would you need?
6.
Well, the parking calculation is with the addition.
Right.
There's existing was.
So there'll be
But I think that you're still planning to redo the parking lot regardless,
They're going to redo the parking lot.
because it's
in-
falling apart.
It's in bad shape, regardless.
And
The
you're
parking lot-
providing more than enough parking with the changes to the parking lot, with or without the addition. Yeah.
So
And if
everything,
anything, you're actually reducing the overall size of the existing parking lot
by
and
cutting-
increasing the number of parking spaces because of the way that it was originally constructed.
I say okay.
Yeah.
I'm good
I
with
say
it.
okay.
I'm good with it.
I'm good with
Okay.
Let them make their money.
So with that, we could approve basically the bathroom addition.
The cool.
I guess the cooler too, the walk-in freezer
With the,
as a, and then the building color as an architectural review. And that kind of gets you to a point where you can open up, once they finish this work, the bathroom work. Yeah.
And by that time, we'll have the lighting plan, we'll have everything,
Yeah.
that all addressed, so I can put the new lights up.
At the end of the day, and then we wrap it all up with the,
With the addition.
with everything else.
So the site plan is going to show the addition, but it's not going to get constructed.
I'll put a note on to be phased in.
Yeah, future addition.
Yeah.
There's a,
I think that would be, all of this depends on sort of like the timeline of our review and what works for you. I think the cleanest way to do it would be to work towards a resolution that has that addition as a phased element, that all of these other elements are approved, you can move forward with, and at a future point, you can move forward to the addition. They're not necessarily linked, right? That's phase 2 of the
That'd be phase 2 of the project. It's not linked to anything else that we're doing here. It doesn't affect the operation of the business, why they're doing that, because it's all pretty much concrete slab and steel and
yeah, just a minimal, you got a minimal opening in between the two to, for passage through to the new space.
Well, just curious, and Larry, you can chime in, because my comment memo, apart from having a conversation with our traffic engineers about the route along the back,
Right.
is very close to moving forward, right?
Yeah.
Other than that one narrow, which, we now know is not going to be 17 feet, it's going to be 20 feet, and the turning radii they're prepared, we can review them for the next meeting. So, other than that, though, I'm ready to move forward, at least towards a conditional resolution. How do you feel as far as,
Jeff, how do you feel? These are just technical items that you.
believe it or not. I
Yeah, I mean,
got most of them done today.
Okay, that's what I
Being
figured,
I'm retired, this is my hobby.
yeah.
Well, the only major one then that I heard from you was about water and sewer in Tri-Muni,
And I just actually texted, when you made that comment, Al never gave me that information. I texted him if I could hear from him tonight, otherwise he's first phone call tomorrow.
Good.
And to find out who I need to talk to, who he talked to, and I'll get on this right away.
I would recommend you talk to Todd.
The water and
Atkins.
sewage is triggered by the addition of seats, or it's by the addition of
By the
the
usage.
enlargement of the bathroom?
The seating.
By the
It's by the
seating.
seating, yeah.
Commercial, yeah. Restaurant.
Yeah, because that's going to determine their flow, the number of,
Just like a church.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do, a conditional now? Is that what you're looking to do?
I wouldn't even, sorry, but I wouldn't even look at a conditional right now. Alls I was just like, if I got your blessing that I could go to the building department, submit the plans just to do the bathroom and the walk-in cooler. Walk-in cooler is a prefab unit. That's nothing. And they've already got permit for the main part of the building.
Correct, yeah.
They've already got that.
You're just looking to get authorization to go ahead and just do the extension for the bathrooms,
Correct.
more or less, and probably the cooler
And the
too.
cooler, the walk-in.
Yeah.
You're just doing that,
So, I mean, if we were to authorize that tonight, it doesn't affect anything with the site plan, more or less.
Nope.
You
No,
know,
it's
if they were to come in separately for this, I mean, it's almost an architectural review, because we're not reviewing the parking, we're not reviewing
yeah, the only difference is that they're changing the footprint of the building slightly.
Right,
but,
by a
I mean,
minimal,
As long as
Yeah.
as long as Kyle is okay with it.
Yeah, I was just saying, it's an at-your-risk type of thing. You guys can,
yeah. And I'm just saying, if we approve this tonight just for that, just to go get a building permit to move that along, obviously, you know, their engineer's coming back to us to get the other piece of the puzzle.
Yeah. At least then they can get
right.
started on the bathrooms while they're
working on it, because it's still going to take them a little time, and I imagine in between, you know, they're still going to be coming in, because they're still going to need a CO to reopen anyway with the new bathrooms, and they'll definitely be in before that.
Yeah, and they
You
still
know,
want to
back
do
to
the parking lot.
Yeah, so
even
as long as
before
they're
they do
keeping on the
everything else.
process, I don't see an issue with it. I guess it's a matter of just if the board's okay with it, a simple, vote to go ahead and authorize the applicant to be able to get a building permit for the bathrooms and the cooler addition to the building at this point. So if somebody wants to,
I'm fine with that.
okay.
Do we need a motion for that or anything, or no?
No,
No,
might
right.
as well solidify it now. Okay.
no, you're fine.
So as long as everybody's as long as everybody's okay with it,
Good to go.
then you're okay with that.
Appreciate it. I'll get back to you on the rest of the comments.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Give Todd Atkins.
Gotta work on the rest of it, they gotta work on, which is,
He'll be able to put you in the direction.
You got it, I'll give the phone now.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
okay. All right. So I guess with that, we're good. One other item we have this evening, the next item this evening is, all right, have a good evening, is Mountain View Ranch plot line realignment. Mr. Orsini's not here this evening. Okay. Okay, so for the record with that, I think we're kind of in a, as we discussed earlier, I think they still need to take care of a few things. I guess the two things, we were talking about the well and septic. I think that's more of something that needs to come from the Dutchess County Health Department. Whether or not that needs to be shown on the plan, and the other item was the driveway access easements, which we believe should be on the plan as well. So, for the record, those two items definitely need to be addressed, and the applicant, can reach out, I guess, and I guess staff can talk to them, I guess, outside of the meeting. regarding it before it goes forward. So those are the two items. I think we'll go from, then we can go from there. All right? All right, that leads us to the last item we have this evening. It was a conceptual review for Joker Inc. Manufacturing and Office Space.
Good evening, Will McGuire with Joker Inc.
Yeah, good evening. Okay, so why don't you kind of explain to us what you're looking to do? Obviously, this is going to be a new building?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I believe it's so it's currently an empty parcel. And I know we did receive some plans, so what is it? Why don't you kind of explain what the business does? And obviously, the business is going to be taking up all these spaces?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why don't you just kind of walk us through what you do and...
Sure. So we are Joker Inc. Printing and Embroidery. We are currently leasing a space in Beacon. We work with local businesses and organizations across the country on custom apparel, signage, promotional items, marketing materials, and things like that. We've experienced tremendous amount of growth over the last 5 years or so, and we have outgrown our current space. So we're looking to purchase this plot of land on State Shore Road, and which is currently unimproved land, and construct our purpose-built 36,000 square foot facility that will facilitate our growth. It will have a footprint of 23,000 square feet downstairs, with an additional 13,000 square feet of office space on the second floor.
Okay. All right. Have you worked at all with an engineer with the property?
We have spoken to a number of engineers, but we haven't initially, formally had them start working on anything.
Okay. Just because we had some discussion earlier during the pre-meeting, there's behind the property, there are some wetlands, actually even that wetlands on the property next door to you as well.
Okay.
That you might want to look at, or just confirm that you don't have any of those wetlands on your property, or any of the buffers from any wetland on an adjacent property, that those buffers don't extend onto your property that you're looking at.
Yes, sir.
So those are kind of important, because that would come up during the whole application process.
Okay.
Which may, put some restrictions on what you're looking to do.
Understood.
Okay, I don't know, I'm assuming the uses are allowed there. We haven't looked into any of that, but you've had conversation with Ms. Roberti?
Yes, sir.
Yes, and she had no concerns with the uses that you're proposing?
She did not express any concerns to me. No.
All right. All right. Any board members have any questions?
I'm just curious, how many employees do you have? I mean, you've been growing the firm?
Currently, we just lost one last week, so we're down to 4 employees now. But we're looking to grow to, with this additional space, we expect to grow to 15, 20 employees within a few years.
Good for you.
Thank you, sir.
Bruce, I actually have a question, just looking at this plan a little bit. I see a septic tank, 5,000 gallons there. Do you have any industrial waste that'll be going in there? Anything associated with your processes?
No, sir.
Okay, so a 5,000 gallon septic field is going to be a good size. And if you don't have great soils there, just kind of keep that on your radar too.
Okay, you think 5,000 is a good size, or?
Well, no, I mean, it's large.
Only if we have.
It's large.
Take up a big area.
Okay.
That's in the ground now?
No, it's just showing like a 5,000 gallon septic tank. So I mean, I don't know if that's something that was just got pulled out of the air. I mean, if you're only talking about having 15 to 20 people, and that's the only generation of waste is the people that are in the offices there, you're not going to need anything anywhere near that size.
Okay.
My concern would be fitting something that large on this site if the soils aren't great.
Understood.
And with all the development you're proposing there. So you will have to do some stormwater management as well, so that'll take up some of
fields on there too?
your area too. So
Show fields there too?
you're going to want to start to engage the services of an engineer to address those things soon. And that kind of goes in hand with what the chairman was just mentioning about the wetlands. If you have buffers, if you have wetlands on or adjacent sites that have buffers, there would be separation requirements, so you're going to want to take that all into play too. So all those things are, you're going to want to look at very quickly to see how it impacts your developable area.
Understood.
Okay?
Thank you.
As far as wetlands go, you may need to have, speak to your engineer about it. You may need to flag it. I took a look at Dutchess County parcel access. It's not identifying any pre-existing or like pre-flagged wetlands, but we did have an application on 3 parcels just down the road from you.
Okay.
They went out in their process, they flagged it themselves, right? They found that wetland.
Understood.
And the DEC has recently modified their regulations. So, with that application, it was just a town wetland, but, the DEC has modified their regulations. It may be a DEC wetland as well, which would,
So these are things that you're going to want to find out very quickly because it could impact your view of the site.
Sure.
Yes, it could result in a situation where you have far less of this site to work with than the map is currently showing.
Okay.
If you're going in with a purpose-built building, I'm assuming that you need everything that you're
I'd like to add to something, just for you, if there are wetlands that, where the buffer is within your footprint that you're planning, I'll let you know that we're pretty strict. We didn't allow the other project to work within that buffer at all.
Okay.
Which is why that facility's not there.
Understood.
So I didn't want you to go through all that with the hopes of coming in front of the board and thinking that we're going to let, this project extend into the buffer, because most likely we're not going to.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah, we're not suggesting that any of this is true. We're just suggesting that you're going to want to find out if it's true quickly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I
Find out.
Helping you.
completely understand. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
because obviously you haven't purchased the property yet, so
Correct, yes, sir.
you're trying to do your due diligence to,
Exactly.
so that's one of the things that you should really,
Okay.
I think that's going to be one of the
That
bigger
number one
concerns.
on my list.
I don't think anybody on the board at least has an issue with the concept that they're proposing.
No, it'd be nice to see business.
Yeah, so it'd be good to see something.
I believe that the setback requirements for your rear lot line may be more than what is listed in the bulk regulations because that is a residential zoning district. I believe that the setback requirements are doubled if you are backing up to an adjacent residentially zoned property.
Okay.
So just double check that. It's a relatively simple mistake to make. You look at your bulk regulations, I need a 100-foot setback. And you miss the asterisk that says, no, that's actually 200 feet. I only mention that because your plan, it's a narrow site. And so if you have to bump out another 100 feet from the back, that may again play into this whole, how much of the site are you actually able to work with? What's your building envelope?
Understood.
I mean, you might just have to go a little smaller, but still, I think if you're building up 2 stories, I mean, for growth, there's still a lot there to work with.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then you can build another one, even bigger, somewhere else.
That's the plan.
It's a good plan.
Absolutely.
All right. It's really not.
What about, What about the other lot, the other building that you all was going to?
The, yeah.
That's a different,
Because he wouldn't have, if he's looking, I can't remember the size of that, but, I mean, he wouldn't have to go bigger.
Well, it would be a similar size. I thought about that while he was presenting the plans. My only concern would be that you have relatively specific manufacturing needs and that you may be building these buildings with that in mind.
Right.
But at the end of Stage Door, there is a property that has been chopped around. That was where the other site that we were talking about.
Okay.
It's currently located, that furniture store down at the end of the road.
Oh, sure.
It's a similar size if you would be able to retrofit the interior.
Right.
And the building's already there. And
Okay.
so you would not run into the same issues with wetland setbacks.
Understood. I think I've spoken to the owner of that property, so maybe I'll reach back out to him and see if that's a viable option. Okay.
I don't think there's a lot here. I mean, it's not too
take
much
those
to go
notes back
over. I
to
mean, it's, again, I think we've thrown out the key things you need to look into, put you in the right direction. Personally, I hope to see you come back. Hopefully there aren't any issues.
Yes, absolutely.
Because it would be,
I will check into those before the end of the week.
Yep.
So.
Any other questions you had?
I don't think so. I think you guys touched on everything. The water management was one of my questions and the setbacks as well, so thank you for touching on those.
Cool. Okay, great.
Thank you guys very much. I appreciate your time.
Thanks. You're welcome. Good luck. Okay. All right. Down to the end of the agenda. So at this point, there's nothing else to discuss this evening?
Make that motion.
Second. Aye. Motion's made and seconded. All in favor? Aye.